Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol VMGI. We will take a look at the daily time frame, and I would like to note to please read my disclaimer. So here we are looking at the chart, lots of things going on, but we're going to take each component step by step, and that way by the end of the video you'll have an idea of what's going on with the chart right now and then what you want to see going in the future. And this is one that you want to keep on your radars for the foreseeable future. So let's just first start off with supports, and we're going to start off with the main level of support and key level of support, and that's right here. And the reason this level is so important is that's where the price finally bottomed out. That's where the bulls kind of finally dug in and said, you know what, enough of this. The price is not going any lower. When we go back and look through the history, you can see although it didn't quite hit it there, pretty darn close. Here, pretty darn close, but right there, bounced right off it. Again, right there, bounced right off it, and that level is at 0.011. So 0.011 is, like I said, where the bulls finally stepped up and said, you know what, no more. That's where the bottoming is going to happen, and that's what's happened, and twice it's been confirmed there. So 0.011 is a very important level for that reason alone. You don't want to see the price drop below there, because that would then mean that now there's new lows, and new lows are not what you want to see. Obviously, we want higher lows, not lower lows. The next level of support is this yellow line right here. This is the 200-day simple moving average, very famous moving average in the world of technical analysis. That level is at 0.013. So that's another level of support. The next level of support comes as the former top of the channel from an earlier time period. So I'll change this to green, and then I'll show what I mean by that. And this is just basic technical analysis. When a resistance is broken, it becomes support. But you can see back here in late April, early May, the price was just hovering right here along in this channel. And the top of that channel was at 0.015, but with a price above it now, it has turned into one of the newer levels of support. And the other good, bullish, interesting thing, whatever you want to call it, about this level is it shows that newer lows are being built. Previously, it was at this level down here, which we've talked about, and then it was trying to struggle to get through this level, but now that the price is above it, that just puts in another stair step. And what I mean by that is we had this low, now we had this low, then there's actually another support right here that I'll talk about in a second, but that's another stair step, and you get the idea. You know, with each stair step, the price is able to put in these higher lows, and that's what builds uptrends, and that's what's going on so far right now with this stair step pattern. So the very short-term level of support, and I'm going to leave this line skinny green just because, if the price were to fall below this level, that doesn't mean that the chart's toast or you should panic or anything like that. But this would be the ideal level of support, meaning ideally, if this level right here at 0.017 can continue to hold like it's done, for basically the past couple weeks, that'll be a great sign of strength. But again, if the price can't hold above it, as you see, there's still lots of levels of support below you. But best case scenario and the best sign of strength would be if this 0.017 level can keep on holding. So that is where the supports stand. Before we get to the resistances, what I do want to point out is the volume bar down here. Although not gigantic, massive volume, the point being it is bigger volume than what the chart has usually been seeing. So that's always a good potential leading indicator for things to come. So it's definitely something that I wanted to note. It looks like something may be around the corner here, given the history of volume and then seeing how big this particular volume bar is here. Now let's talk about the fun stuff, resistance levels and upwards potential. The current level of resistance is basically the top of this channel, which the price has been in the past couple weeks. Bottom of that channel being 0.017, then the top of the channel being right here. Going to change this to red for resistance, and we'll leave this line a skinny red line because while it is a level of resistance, I think with enough increase in volume and continued increase, I don't think it'll put up too much of a fight. But this level is valued at 2 cents. So 2 cents is that initial level of resistance, and then after this, that's where things get pretty exciting, and this is where the potential comes in that I'm talking about, because the next level of resistance isn't until this level right here. So again, I'll change that to red. Is based off of this area right here, and that's at 3 cents. So 3 cents after 2 cents, that's very good potential. And you may be thinking, well, that's only 1 cent. Well, let's keep things in perspective. We're talking about a stock that's trading less than a nickel. So 1 cent from 2 to 3 cents, that's a 50% gain. So that's a lot of potential in and of itself. But then after 3 cents, when you look, the next level of resistance is not until up around this area, which is almost at 5 cents. Now, am I saying that the chart is going to just explode up to this level, in one day? Anything's possible, but to keep things on a realistic note, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get across is with an increase in interest and volume, this chart has already started to stair step, and it could start to stair step very quickly, given the gaps in these levels of resistance. So it's definitely one for that reason, almost alone, while you want to keep this on your radar for the foreseeable future to see if this stair step pattern can continue and to see if the price can keep breaking above these previous levels of resistance, but more importantly, putting in the higher lows, which it has been doing. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, again, this was VMGI. Make sure you get it on your radars.